Hello, and welcome back to our Daily Games series. This is Cyprus. Don't even have to do my whole spiel about where I'm like, is it this? Is it that? I think it might be this, but no, that doesn't make any sense because I blah blah blah. It's Cyprus. Moving on. Um, I guess let's start. We've had Cyprus on Globle before, so we know it's not going to be Cyprus, but at least it is fairly centrally located in the good region here. Not that the rest of the world is bad. It's just that for this game, this is the best starting area. 7,000 kilometers away. You know I'm going to bust out old reliable and say that Lebanon to Cambodia is 8,000 kilometers. So we could be looking at like Myanmar, Thailand, Bangladesh, something like that. We could also be looking... What did we learn yesterday? That Eswatini to North Macedonia was just under 8,000 kilometers. So we could be looking down here, maybe, like the DRC, Tanzania, something like that. And the globe broke. Cool, bro. Didn't want to play the game anyway. Let's start with Myanmar. Wrong direction. Alright, let's go down to Tanzania. Pretty close. We're probably going to need to go a little further south, if I had to guess. Like perhaps... I guess I'll go like Lesotho. I would... Either South Africa, Lesotho, or Eswatini are the only countries I could believe would be that far away from Tanzania in this direction. I suppose we could be in like Seychelles or Mauritius or something like that. All right, I'm going to go Eswatini. If it's Eswatini, I'm so mad that it's Eswatini. Not really. Never mind. I was going to say we would have gotten it on our first try yesterday, but that was on Worldle where we guessed Eswatini, not on Globle. But still, I wish I had guessed Eswatini instead of Lesotho here. The only reason I didn't was because I was kind of shocked that any part of this was that far away from Tanzania. It looks much closer, but, you know, this is episode 7,000, and Crouching Puma doesn't know how far away things are. Let's go Eswatini. Now that is a flag. It almost looks like... New Zealand had a referendum on changing their flag a couple of years ago, I think. And one of the proposed... They took all kinds of submissions from the population, and one of the most popular designs was the, like... It's called, like, the laser kiwi or something, and it was the kiwi bird on a black flag with the Maori feather, or whatever it's called. I'm sure it has a more official name than that. Up in the top left corner instead of the Union Jack, because they're not cucked. Well, they are still. They voted to stay cucked. But some brave Kiwi soul was like, no, we need to stop being cucked. And there was a Kiwi bird with lasers coming out of its eyes. But A, the lasers were pointing this way, I think, not this way. And also the laser was red, not green. But a black flag. I can't think of any countries that have a black flag, which means maybe this is a... I feel like Flagle goes really heavy on territories and dependencies. Let's use the distance. 11,000 kilometers northwest of Eswatini. That's going to be like North Europe. Or like northern Canada, but there's nothing... Or A, that would be further away. That'd be more west. And also there's nothing up there other than Canada. I don't know. We know it's not the Faroe Islands. We know it's not any of the Scandinavian countries. I don't know what Greenland's flag looks like. I don't know what, like, the Isle of Man or Jersey looks like. Let's go with the Isle of Man. French. Interesting. Okay, I went way too... So, okay. I really... On both Globle or Worldle, whichever one uses the distances with the compass, and Flagle, they've got to change, or they've got to be more accurate. Like, clearly we're dealing with something way more west than northwest. I mean, I guess, like, technically it probably is west and north, but there has to be some way to signify, hey, because, like, yesterday, or I can't remember what it was, but there was something recently where I guessed in southern Africa, and it said it was due north, and it was, like, way the hell to the west. And I'm like, you got to be more accurate than that. So if we're dealing with a French dependency, maybe Guadeloupe, because I believe we've already had Martinique on Flagle, because they love territories. This is like, I swear, like 5 or 6 of our last 8 flags have been territories. It's insane. A volcanic eruption. This could be a lot of things. That looks like a jet flying right here. Kong Skull Island. I think this is more sci-fi. That doesn't look like a real plane. It looks like a sci-fi plane. Maybe like an X-Men movie or something. Is that Kevin Spacey? I hope not. But maybe like X-Men Apocalypse? Really? Alright, well, I'm gonna send it anyway. This could be like 2012, maybe? Not an option. I don't care. This is Godzilla King of the Monsters. Which means my very first guess was in the right franchise. That's kind of interesting. This movie, I think, gets overhated. So let me go into a brief diatribe on my thoughts on the recent Godzilla King Kong franchise, which includes 2014 Godzilla, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Kong Skull Island, and Godzilla vs. Kong. 2014 Godzilla is straight up ass cheeks. It's really bad. It makes me sad because I like Gareth Edwards. I like a lot of the talent involved in that movie, but they all... Ken Watanabe's... Actually, I don't know. Even by his standards, it's not a very good performance. Bryan Cranston is horrendous. Kyle Chandler... I mean, he's being Kyle Chandler. I don't want to... There's no way to say how I feel without being rude. There's just nothing going on. It's extremely boring. I will say, in its defense, the Halo jump scene, oh my god, cinema. It's so good. And that just makes it more infuriating that the rest of the movie is such ass. There's like not a single memorable moment. I know they wanted it to be like more grounded and more about like the fear and whatnot. They failed spectacularly. It's horrendous. Godzilla King of the Monsters, I think, is overhated. I still think it's really bad. But it's actually at least fun to watch, unlike 2014 Godzilla. It looks a lot better, just cinematographically, if that's a word. Cinematographically. Anyway, visually, it just looks better. I like that it's... I mean, it's still, instead of having an orange tint, it has a blue tint, although this shot clearly has an orange tint, but then we go blue and orange, blue. It's the blue one. Kong Skull Island fucking rips. That movie kicks ass. The cast is insane. There's so many great actors in it. It's surprisingly emotional. It's self-contained. You don't have to... It's technically like the third movie in the... Or second, I guess, because I think Godzilla King of the Monsters was the third. So I think it's the second movie in the franchise, but it's like not really related to any of the other movies. It's fantastic. And then Godzilla vs. Kong is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life, but it fucking rules because it's just... They understood the assignment. It's just two giant things fighting each other for 2 hours. It was one of my first movies I saw back in theaters after staying away for so long because of the pandemic, and it was a perfect re-entry point. Basically, all that was to say is that 2014 Godzilla is a big fat poop. This is a whole lot of movies, including several 8s. We've got an 8.7. Is this Interstellar? INTERSTELLAR. Yes. We've got... This is Matt Damon. This is The Martian. MARTIAN. It's funny that that it's Matt Damon, considering I spent so long being mad that I could only think of Matt Damon yesterday. This is The Departed. Where's Good Will Hunting? Jesus. 99, 99, 98, 98, 97, 97, 97, 98. Oh, wait, 89. This is Good Will Hunting, right? HUNTING. I don't know that I would qualify. I mean, it has a romantic element, I suppose, but I would not call Good Will Hunting a romance movie. Not because I think it's, like, beneath a movie like that to be romance movies. I think romance movies get a bad rap. There are lots of legitimately amazing romance movies that are just as good as something like The Godfather or whatever. That's just not what I think of when I think of Good Will Hunting. It's more about, like, self-actualization and, like, coming to terms with life and yourself and coming of age and whatnot. Anyway, that's enough of that. This is Matt Damon, the God. I can't believe we've missed 2 people. It's so frustrating. This is the game. This is of all the games we play, this is the only one I actually care about. I forgot he was in True Grit. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok with a 7.9. IMDb, get off the perk. What are you doing? You got, like, have some standards. Rounders, Slaps, Saving Private Ryan, you know, it exists. It should be probably like 2 points lower than that. Slaps. This should be like an 11.7. This should be like a 9. This movie's fucking incredible. So is this. You know, it's The Departed, whatever. I don't know about an 8.0 on that one, bruv. But it's good. Invictus being over a 7. Try again. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm not ending this series anytime soon, but I will say I'm getting kind of bored. I feel like my commentary is less fun. I got really angry at Actorle yesterday. I apologize for that. I never know how to start these videos. Like today with Cypress, I was just like, oh yeah, that's Cypress. Bye. Like, I don't know. But we will continue. I do enjoy this series overall, even if maybe little individual components don't please me as much as I used to, but I'm sure we'll swing back around at some point. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.